Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CNT podcast. My name is Tommy Terrio. I'm here with
Justin Yarmark.
And I'm
Founder.
Trevor, and I have a 4.0, and Justin doesn't.
And I've been running the podcast for 3 years, and you've
That's-
been featured on maybe 5 episodes.
Yeah, and I have a 4.0, and you don't.
And I have a podcast, and you
Justin-
don't.
Before we started this episode, I looked down at Justin as I was counting down from 17 because I said I wanted to do that. And he looked like he was about to cry, and I was going to laugh at him.
Because
Justin
17
was in
seconds is
shambles.
outrageous. I am tired. I have stuff to do.
You know what else
places
is
to be.
outrageous? Not winning a World Series for 108 years. That's outrageous.
At least I didn't
That-
cheat
that's
to win
outrageous.
mine. At least I
That
didn't.
is outrageous.
Tommy, your team has never won a World Series.
I started playing Go Cup.
And Trevor, your team's only World Series came from cheating. Enough
Justin, you
said.
sound bitter. You sound bitter.
He is bitter, Trevor. It's fine.
That's true. It's just Justin.
Give the poor man a break. He's bitter.
I skipped Spanish today, which is my 5th period, because Justin had math with the same math teacher, and so I skipped Spanish and hung out with him in math.
The
and I
same
put-
math teacher also said that I'm funnier than Trevor multiple
He-
days in a row.
He actually today he announced that Justin paid him to say Justin was funnier than me, and then he liked
And
it.
that was a joke.
Justin.
And then
Very
when you
awkward.
genuinely
Justin, how
asked, he
could
said
you?
that he was not.
That's
No, that
very
was a
awkward.
joke
Also,
from
I just hit
J-Mac.
I
was
just
a
hit back-to-back
joke.
homers on the show with the Mariners.
That was a joke with him. And then when Trevor genuinely asked, he said, "No, you are not funnier than Justin."
I'm
So,
significantly funnier than
you are
Justin.
not funnier than me.
But that's besides the point. I played Go Cubs Go, and then Justin started jumping up and down like a schoolgirl.
That's just not true.
It was
can
true.
I
see
swear.
that.
It was true. And
I
can
Justin,
see
swear.
that.
Justin started singing. He started
That's
singing. to the
not
crowd.
true at all.
I can see that happening. That's the
No,
problem.
I did not sing. No,
you did.
everyone who knows me knows that I did not sing because I cannot sing for the life
I was
of me.
there. I heard you sing. I was
You
like,
only
"Justin,
there
sing it."
because
Go
you
Cubs,
skipped class.
go,
I
go,
did not do
go,
that.
go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Mr. McKenzie likes me more than Justin.
It's not true. Can we get
Yeah.
start the episode?
Yeah, so
Like,
that's what we
I got.
that's what
I
we
got
decided.
stuff to do. So let's mute Trevor
Don't
and
care.
start the episode.
Don't care.
Tommy,
Justin.
get right into it.
Hey, oh wait, no, Justin, you're doing card of the week though. We gotta
Yeah, Justin.
We don't have a
card
card
of
of the week.
Wait, can I do card of the week then?
Sure.
sure.
Hold on. Let me get them. They're right here. I forgot to put them away. My card of the week is 3 cards, actually. And Trevor's doing this because the thing is, Justin doesn't have a driver's license. So I have
That's
to
not
drive
true. I just don't have a car. I just don't have a car.
I have the
What-
conch, Justin. I have the conch. I'm allowed to speak right now. Thank you, Tommy. But Justin, he
I
can't.
Alright,
have a
gosh.
license. I
Trevor,
just don't have my own car.
Trevor, present my apologies for my friend,
Okay,
my
yeah,
friend
sorry,
Justin's
Justin's
behavior.
here again. So Justin, I drive him home from school sometimes because I'm just such a caring friend.
What a guy, bro!
James
You're,
Justin gives me baseball cards. So we got a Justin Verlander here, postseason 2017, the year they won the World Series, and it didn't take them 108 years to do so.
But it did take them
Uh,
to cheat.
We've got a Yordan Alvarez, pretty fire, and we have the best third baseman in the league, Alex Bregman. That's my goat right there. My favorite athlete to come out of LSU because I don't really like LSU. Also, he's winning. This guy's winning MVP this year. Jordan's winning MVP. Book it.
no.
This concludes
No.
card of the week.
All right. So before Justin decided to go ballistic on us and interrupt,
That's true.
like
That's my dog.
problematically interrupt Trevor's card of the week segment.
It's not very nice,
Um,
Justin.
We decided we're going to talk about how do we grow baseball. It's not a secret to any of us. Baseball is not the best spot it could be.
You put it in
um,
water and you give it sunlight and you feed it and then it grows.
Yeah, get some
Baseball's not a
mulch.
plant, Trevor.
This concludes
Baseball
our
is not a
episode of Cards
plant.
and Talk. See you next week.
Peace out.
Baseball is not a plant.
Justin, you
Trevor,
know
it is
about
not a
plants, don't you?
plant.
You know a lot
It
about
does have
plants.
to be nurtured though, Justin. It does have.
It does
you
need
have
to be
nurture it in order
nurtured.
to grow.
Justin's not
Yeah,
very
that
nurturing.
doesn't make it a plant.
Justin's not
Uh,
a very nurturing host.
That's just not true.
He's attacked both of us in a very short
That
amount
is
of time.
true.
You guys
That is
literally
true.
ganged up on me, and
Justin
I
is
defend
good
myself,
with-
and you just crap all over me and mute me. So I don't
Trevor,
want to hear it from you.
I can't believe he's playing the victim. I mean, he's the one attacking.
Are
I
you
can't believe it.
kidding me? You guys attacked me.
So Trevor, it was actually your idea to do. That's part of why we wanted to bring you on. Is it was your idea to do this. So do you want to start off with one thing that you want to do that you think would be very important to the growth of baseball?
You see, I didn't really realize that we were doing this episode. Justin didn't tell me. That wasn't very nice. So I didn't really have a ton of time to think about it. But I can tell you how I thought of this idea. Because it was it was when we went to the Mariners game against Tampa at the beginning of May. And then Justin and I stayed in the stadium until like 11:45 because Randy Rosarena was hanging out there. And then he just kind of
Nice.
ignored us. It wasn't very nice because he didn't sign
That's
up.
not fun.
And now Justin sends me a lot of posts on Instagram whenever he sees Randy Rosarena and he talks bad about him.
Randy is not for the people.
Randy, not for the kids? Question mark.
I've never once seen him sign, and I was talking to Rays fans. I've talked to Rays fans, and they've never seen him sign. He never signs unless he gets paid.
Big man had one good playoffs, and then he forgot he was playing in Tampa.
He's in fact
Poor
not
guy,
as
he's
fast
playing
as
in
a
Tampa.
hyena.
He's playing in Tampa. His home stadium is Tropicana Field.
Oh, that is sad.
Maybe I understand why he doesn't want to sign. He's just a sad person because he has to play at the Trop.
He just lives in depression. I mean, if you have to play in the Trop, I would be sad too.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair.
Well,
Maybe he's not such a bad guy then.
All right,
no,
so
but he is in fact not as fast as a hyena.
Hold on, wait. I have to say one more thing. It's very important. We talked about this before the episode started, but Justin actually announced his college decision for where Justin would like to
Well,
go.
no, if you do this, we're not bringing you back for at least a month. Well, this is so off topic. No,
Tommy disabled screen sharing. Justin spared.
Trevor, this is not on topic. No. No.
All right, we all must take our turn, Justin, because Trevor's unprepared at the moment. I believe that you have something that you wanted to discuss.
I have a lot I want to talk about, but to kind of build off of what Trevor was saying about Randy Rosarena, I want to lead into talking about Zach Camp. What?
Well, I was just saying, like,
What's
oh boy,
wrong?
we're gonna keep going with this Randy Rosarena bit. Okay,
No,
keep going though.
I'm
Sorry.
going in with how he doesn't sign. I'm going in with about Zach Campbell. A few months ago, he had a take saying that MLB teams should designate 5 players to sign for an hour before the games. And I think that's just outrageous. Like, these are human beings who have to focus on playing baseball. They're not zoo animals who we're just gawking at. And like to make them signing autographs, forcing that is just horrible for the game. It will lessen the value of an autograph. It will make it less special. And they're not animals who if we tell them to jump, they jump. They're human beings, not animals. And that was just a horrendous take. But I do like his take of having the gates open for everyone at least 3 to 4 hours early. Let people enjoy baseball. I like that idea. So he had one good take and one atrocious take.
Yeah, I like the idea. Mandatory signing, like, as a concept sounds like a wonderful utopian world, but like they're not there for our pleasure. They're there to play a game, to compete, to win. That's why they're there. And like,
as well as if they're being forced to sign, it becomes a chore and they don't enjoy it anymore, which is worsens the mood of everyone involved.
it's like I understand the frustration of wanting to, not have like the frustration of like Randy Rosarena not signing. Like, sure, that's unfortunate, but it's like he has a life, that he has other things to do. He needs to be ready for the game tomorrow. It's 11 something at night. Like, give the guy a break.
Yeah, but also, like, we're standing there, it takes like 2 seconds silent. He could have signed instead of just ignoring us entirely. I think there's an in between where they want to choose to do it, but they're not being forced to do it. And that's the line that most players need to find.
Yeah, Trevor, do you have any comment on either of Justin's points, the mandatory signing or the other thing?
I did actually. I heard the same take about opening the gates early at all stadiums, and I 100% agree with that. I remember up until it was like last year, the year before, the Mariners would open the gates like it was 2.5 hours early for all fans at one of the gates, and then 2 hours early for the rest of the stadium. And now it's like an hour early for the entire stadium, which I don't like that because we went to the game against Tampa. I didn't even get to see Tampa BP.
Right, and we went to a Red Sox game recently. We only saw BP because everything was delayed because it started raining. They had to close the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all stadiums should try and open like 2.5 hours early.
Yeah,
Can I build on like the stadium procedures one? Like
I would
this
love
is
for you to build
Yeah.
on stadium procedures.
here's an idea that I'm gonna jump off of Foolish Baseball with. He had a great video that helped him in research of this. Was make all general admission, like all the third row in every stadium free.
The third deck.
Yeah, the third deck. Make
Okay.
all of it, all seats up there free.
That's actually
Well-
not a bad idea because stadium food is about $1 bajillion for one drop of Coke.
Stadium food and parking is expensive enough, along with memorabilia and everything else that you're going to do. All the experiences and everything else is expensive. Plus, you're not making that much in the way of tickets anyway. If you take a random, Rockies game in the third row in September, you're going to sell those tickets for $5 a person. Sure, that's going to add up and it's going to cost you a little bit of money, but you're going to put more fans in the seats in general, and they're going to be buying more food and everything else. It's just going to make things better.
Don't disagree with that, but one problem is people are gonna get. I guarantee all of us would do this. Maybe not Tommy, but I guarantee you, Trevor, he would just waltz in free and then sneak down to the field.
Absolutely.
That's the problem.
100%.
Losing money. Now he got in free and he's sitting in a seat that could be $50 to $100. Just as he could access down there easily while getting in for free.
There's ways to solve that though. You can claim it, and you have to, have your ticket. And there's gonna be like you would have to have more rigorous policing and saying, "Hey, can you show me your ticket?"
See, I don't like that because ushers ruin the fun of getting autos and balls. Like they'll be so strict. If you add more of that, it's just gonna be harder to get an auto and a
That's
ball.
their job, though. That's their job.
At that,
They're doing their
They don't
job.
have to be. They don't have to be like that. Like it's right. It's before the game. Nothing's happening. Someone's just signing, and they'll just stop you from going down for no reason at all.
Do you mind if I expand on that a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, when we went to the Tampa game, we're waiting down by the Rays dugout after the game, and there's two.
We had
ushers-
tickets there. We had tickets.
Yeah,
there.
we're sitting in our designated seats, and there are two ushers that are standing right in front of the dugout, like right in front of where, like the aisle where people would stand to try and catch toss-ups.
Mhm.
And I go up and I ask them, because they've been standing there for like 3 innings. I'm like, "Are you guys going to be here at the end of the game?" And like, "Yeah, we're staying here. We don't want people coming over here." And I'm like, "Dude, like I don't like ushers. Obviously, I understand they do their job, but ushers can be on such a power trip sometimes. They just ushers make it less fun. I'm gonna be totally honest, because they're just on such a power trip at all times."
And
That's very true.
to explain, like building more fans going into the games for free, as opposed and having more security guards, as opposed to more young kids getting an auto or ball they remember. I'm taking the kids getting the ball or the auto to remember to grow the game more. I just feel like if a young kid gets a core memory at a game, he's more likely to stay with it, as opposed to a young couple getting into a game for free and then not batting another eye, just wanting a nice fun date night for cheap.
Jason,
When did you get your first baseball or auto?
I got
like
I got my first.
MLB
Sure,
or
there you
just in
go.
general?
MLB. Let's go MLB.
MLB.
'cause
It
it's more
was
the point.
it was, I think, I'll tell you the exact day. It was like
I'll go to fill the time. My first auto was at a Cubs Mariners game when I was super young in Seattle, and Alfonso Soriano came over like in the middle of the game and signed a Cubs hat for me. I think it was Soriano. It might have been someone else. I don't remember who. I was like 5 and I fell asleep like 20 minutes after, but I was like 4. But I remember he stopped in the middle of the game to come sign for me and sign for us. And I remember that. I still have the hat. I don't remember when I got my first ball. I've always been more of an auto guy.
So
So-
the reason I asked that is I didn't get my first ball until I was like 7. Like I was 7 or 8. Was like when the first time that I got it personally, not someone
my
gave
first
it to
one
me,
I was
right?
11.
Right?
I still fell in love with the game way before that. My point is that I don't think the ball is necessary. Like I understand that it's greater to do that, and like people remember it even better, but I don't think that's what's going to do it. If you have a family that brings their kid in because tickets are free, that kid is going to look down and see the beauty and remember that there was good food and all of that, and that's what's going to bring them back day in and day out. And then
Right. But
that's what's more
again,
important.
again, you're saying give away all these tickets for free, hire more security. That's losing them more money as opposed to having less workers. And the tickets aren't that expensive already. So it's
Okay,
just
I have an idea.
I
And
think I think to make that work, there's more sacrifice than there should be.
I have an idea. I actually have 3 things to say here, and I'm also totally not playing the show right now.
You can say 2 of them.
I know there are 3 things, and they're all very important. Thing
You're
number
only gonna
one,
say 2 right now.
Justin, how have you not commented on your book?
Because I'm focusing on the episode at hand and not what your
Right.
screen is.
Oh, I'm picking his nose.
Okay, Trevor, what's your
Okay.
point?
Okay, so thing number one that's actually important. I got my first ball on April 19th, 2017. The White Sox were in town, and I'd been on a big Zach Hampel kick for about 6 months. So I was kind of learning how to do all that sort of thing. So I got there early with my
You
dad.
do seem like a Zach Hampel
I was a big
kind of
Zach
kid.
Hampel guy. I mean, I still like Zach Hampel. I'll watch his videos occasionally. I've been at the same games as him a couple times, but I've never gotten to meet him, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, they were playing the White Sox, and I had a Mariners shirt that I was wearing for Mariners BP, and then I had a black coat that I wore for White Sox BP. And I was just, my dad looked at me, he's like, make sure you're like saying please and thank you and just being polite because you're going to be more inclined to get a ball. And he was on the phone with my mom, and my mom was asking, oh, has Trev gotten a ball yet? And at that, right then, one of the old White Sox pitchers who actually just retired, I think last year, his name is Nate Jones. I think he pitched for the Dodgers too. He'd been in the IL at that point, and he was like looking to throw a ball up, and I was like, oh, can I please get a ball? Something like that. And I remember him saying, he was like, who said please? And I was like, oh, that was me. And he threw me a ball. And my dad was on the phone. He said to my mom, he's like, Trevor just got himself a ball.
See, you remember that, and you wrote one of your blog pieces on it, telling that story. Like that right there, I think is more
I'll go
valuable
find it. I can
than
go
giving
find it.
away free tickets.
I have an idea. So you guys just discourse while I go find the ball. It's a good idea.
That's like I'm not opposed to the free tickets, but I don't think every night is the best bet. I feel like those stories like that are more meaningful.
I think the other thing you could do is just call it just say honor code and just hope people are, genuine people, and not,
That-
scumbags who are going to pilfer
The
seats.
world's not genuine.
I'm back.
Like that's not a realistic ask.
What did he say?
Honor system with
just-
the free seats.
Rockies fan. Gosh. Okay, here's the ball. Cool thing was too.
Nice.
Spring
Ends on the
training.
spring training ball. Yeah. Okay, but here's my idea. So you guys know, as you guys have probably seen from my Instagram stories, I'm a big NASCAR guy. And what NASCAR does,
Really?
no, not a NASCAR guy whatsoever. No, but with
I knew it was all a sham.
NASCAR kind of has a minor league system too, where they have the it's called the Xfinity series and the Truck series, and those are kind of those are the lower series. So drivers always try and work their way up from Xfinity or the trucks. And what they do is for weekends where the Xfinity or truck races are at the same place as the Cup races, kids 12 and under get into the Xfinity and truck races for free. That's what you do. That's what you designate. You designate one night a week. Kids 12 and under get in free. You do something like that. Or you say, okay, third deck, kids 12 and under get in free.
I can get behind that more.
That's the best of both worlds because because kids get in for free. They still get to have that experience that you're mentioning with the good food and with just getting to be at a baseball game, but not everybody gets in for free. So
I think that's more realistic.
So Justin's not going to have to be heartbroken by seeing a young couple at a baseball game for free.
I'm not opposed to seeing that. I'm just saying that a young kid getting a ball or an auto is more meaningful
Justin,
to the game
we know
than
what
a
happened,
couple.
Justin. We know what happened. It's okay, Justin.
You take everything I say out of proportion.
You will find love one day, as will
I wanna talk more about player autos and what like that Mendoza line of wanting to do it and not being forced to do it. And I think a perfect player to talk about that is Brett Phillips.
Why did Justin just mention me in his Instagram story? I feel like I should be scared a little bit.
Doing
Okay. I
some
thought he was
CNT
gonna call me out for making fun of Justin's lack of women.
No, I'm see You weren't supposed to say anything on that on promoting CNT on my post. God. Sometimes you gotta you don't have to say
You didn't
everything that
tag
comes in.
CNT. You just tagged me and Tommy.
That's Trevor. Sometimes crazy thought, you don't have to say everything that comes into your head. Some things can be left unsaid.
I just gave.
Does anyone want to start with Brett Phillips or should I?
I love Brett Phillips.
I do too.
He's a cool guy.
Justin
Not the
bought a
point.
Brett Phillips hat and then he wore it to school.
did.
He was like, guys, look at my drip. That's what he
I
said.
did. I have it right here to talk about.
Justin doesn't let me touch that hat
I do not.
because sometimes I knock his hat off his head when I'm making jokes about
Don't you if you say it on CNT, you can't.
things in his personal life.
You
Tommy, I think you know what I'm implying.
Yeah.
you
But he gets
this
very,
won't be posted if it gets brought up
I'm
again.
not gonna bring it
No,
up.
like in joke, like not even saying it, like just don't bring it up at all.
Okay. No, but
This is what I
Yeah.
mean. You don't have to say everything that comes into your mind. You
no,
just
it is
leave
not
it
that.
be.
It is something else. It is
Okay.
something else, Thomas.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Can I like send it to you, or will everybody else see it too? Because I don't need
No,
everybody.
you should be able to send it to me. All right, Justin,
If
continuing on.
it shows up,
Edit it out
I'm
if
not
it shows up.
posting this
Just edit it
at
out if
all.
it shows up.
No episode.
Brett Phillips.
Anyone want to talk about him?
He was the one that hit the home run when they were doing that cancer interview, right?
Yes. Shockingly, he hit a ball out. He does not have a ton of pop. So, Brett Phillips is the perfect player for the game of baseball. You got, come on.
Continue on, Justin. Continue on.
No.
Continue, Justin. Go ahead.
No, someone
You're
else
saying-
go. I insist. I want to hear what your thoughts are on Brett Phillips. I want to hear what you guys think before I go in. So I have a lot of notes on him.
He has
I want
an
to hear. I want
infectious.
to hear you guys.
He has an infectious, fun personality, and if he's going to be willing to sign night in and night out, and is going to be willing to talk to the fans and socialize, and be a fan favorite. I mean, it's great for growing the game. People need idols to look up to and be like, why you love baseball? Oh, Brett Phillips got me into it. Oh, Luis Robert got me into it. Oh, Brandon Nimmo got me into it. Whatever it may be, it's that kind of stuff. Jose Altuve, it's stuff like that.
I love him.
Oh, a Cheeto. Whoa. Brett Phillips is the perfect player for the game of baseball. I mean, he started a baseball is fun clothing brand. Like, that's great. Great on him.
Baseball is fun. If you're watching this, please partner with CNT.
Please.
See,
I've reached out twice.
I'm offsetting the DMs that Tommy and I have on the Zoom.
He signs fans every time. Like Joe said, we went to a Rays game. He signed for me. Shockingly, I lost my part of him. Like I had a cool insult of Brett Phillips, and I lost it right before the game. Still haven't found it. He does whatever he can to help grow the game, and it's great. It's great for baseball.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, do I need to? Okay. Yeah, I completely agree, Justin. Trevor, do you have anything to add with Brett Phillips?
I like Brett Phillips. Big Brett Phillips guy myself, frankly.
Okay.
I like kind of like what we mentioned. I like baseball players that actually have fun playing baseball. Like you see it, I don't know. Tommy doesn't really use TikTok, but Justin, I don't know if you see like the compilations that people make. It's just edits of like baseball players having fun. Like guys like Adrian Beltre and
I see that on YouTube as well. It's like
those guys are good for the game.
It's and that word at the very end is the most important bit of this. Is they're playing a game. Anybody from 2 to 99 can enjoy baseball. It's just a game at its heart. It's a game that's meant to have fun.
It's the kid's game because literally anybody can play it, and when you're playing it, you're like a kid.
Yeah.
Agree. Does anyone else have something they want to bring up? I have a few more points in my notes.
The other thing that I feel is important is like just continuing to hammer home and encourage the fact that baseball is open to all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to really, putting people as the faces of different parts of organizations like the Marlins. I'm not gonna
Derek
say her
Jeter.
name because I don't want to. No, the woman who took over as like she's CEO or like
Yeah,
executive,
no,
like
I know what
president.
you're talking about.
I don't know who. I don't want to mispronounce her name.
Or kind of like
But
how Jose Altuve is like the face of wholesome players who are
I mean, the
below.
face of Cheetos, but continue.
like putting people in those spots to shine and respect that their roles and that everybody belongs in baseball. That way, because baseball for the longest time until 48, 49, Jackie Robinson was what year?
47.
40, wait.
Alexa, when did Jackie Robinson join the MLB?
Getting a nice close up of Trevor's chestal area.
Robinson joined the MLB.
I don't know if I can say this is a PG episode now.
1947.
1947, I was right.
Trevor,
nice job,
I think
nice
you,
job.
Trevor, I think
Thank
you
you,
just
Alexa.
Trevor, I think you just took away our PG rating and made it PG
What?
13.
What? Mike,
You showed us your chestal area a lot.
I went to the gym today.
I know
Got a good pump in?
I no longer think that this is going to be considered PG.
Are we gonna get demonetized now?
Potentially.
No, if anything, we're gonna
Okay,
get demonetized.
1847. It's 31. 47 is 78 years. For 78 years, the MLB was a white man's league. But now the game is growing and it's becoming one that everybody can enjoy. And that's that's another important thing for baseball to hammer home is that every single person, whether you have, the rich money and you have all this stuff that you can do and you have every opportunity to play travel ball and whatever else, or you're just a kid in your backyard with a stick and a ball that you picked up from a trash can.
Kind of like
Whatever.
what I did. Except he used he used the ball, and then when he lost his ball, they had to go like hide at high school baseball practices to get another ball. And now he's like the best player in league history.
Stop hyping up Altuve so much. He's not that good all time. He's a great talent player. He is not anywhere close to a top 20 player of all time.
Tommy, what do you think? Okay, serious question. This is totally off topic, and I feel like I've probably helped take this video off the rails a little bit.
I don't
But-
think you've ever tried to keep the video on the rails.
But
continue.
seriously, top 20 second baseman of all time. Altuve is easily a top 20 second baseman all the time.
Top 20 second baseman, maybe top 20 player. No,
Maybe
not even
top 10.
close.
Arguably top 10.
I'll put him in the 14 to 11 range, probably.
Fair. So this year when he wins the second World Series and his second MVP, he'll be top 10.
Maybe, but he won't win either of those. So maybe a World Series, but not the MVP.
That's your word on it.
For what it's worth, he is tied at 462nd in WAR with Ned Garver, Tony Oliva, and Ken Williams.
WAR's not like a good stat though. It's like batting average.
Whoa.
That's a controversial take.
That's
Rebel, that is a bad
obvious
take.
sarcasm. That is that getting clipped? Is that getting clipped for the TikTok?
Yeah,
We'll see.
probably.
Maybe.
The
I don't
caption that said Trevor's an idiot.
I control the clip, so
Probably.
if I accept
I have
bribes, so
I have
just let me
flip
know.
veto power though.
I accept bribes, so if you need
I
to,
wanna
if
get that on
you
a
just
shirt.
hit me up.
I want to get a shirt that says "War is not that important." It's like batting average.
Oh my god.
Everybody knows the most important stat is pitching wins.
Oh my god. Well, no. I want to
Right up there with Ribby. What do you think on RBIs?
It's very useful. RBIs.
No, it's not. No, it really isn't. It really isn't because it's entirely circumstantial. It's
It doesn't mean
entirely
it's-
circumstantial.
doesn't mean it's a bad stat.
Yeah, it is completely a bad stat.
That is very wrong.
Now, pitching wins on the other hand, appearances. The most important stat is appearances.
At bats.
Okay, what I want to talk about is the blackout
No,
that
it's plate
MLB
appearances.
does. The blackout that MLB does that blocks you out from watching
Box.
your home.
Box. Sorry, you were saying sorry. MLB TV blackout.
What are your thoughts on it?
It's annoying. I don't have MLB TV myself, but I think it's really annoying that you can't see your hometown team. That's really annoying.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's
I
dumb.
did have MLB TV for like a month though, but I didn't want to pay. You know.
Hmm.
It's dumb and pointless. All the money you're being paid and you can't even watch your local team. It's just horrendous.
The other thing is the whatchamacallums, the like all the different ways you have to watch. Like if you want to watch your team, you have to pay hundreds of dollars on like 7 different platforms just to watch your team. And it's really annoying.
Mhm. I also a few rules I think they should in place are a pitch slot to speed it up. Me and Trevor were at a Aqua Sox game and we both thought it went by fast because of the pitch slot and that it was a good thing to help keep people more engaged. A salary cap and a salary floor is needed. Like they can't keep dodging around it. They have to add that in the
Mhm.
next 5 years. Like the Yankees could just go and pay Judge $1 billion a year. If they can generate it, they can pay it, and that's just
If
It's
anything's
not- there needs to
killing
be a
baseball,
cap.
that's not it.
there needs to be a cap and a floor to the salary.
You know, I actually, circling back to what Tommy and I were talking about a second ago, I think the most important stat is VORP. VORP. That's the dumbest stat name too.
It's actually it's a good stat. It's just kind of
Value of
funny
a
name.
replacement player.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the rules? I think should be added, Trevor.
I agree with the salary cap and salary floor because I don't like the fact that the Yankees can go and spend $1 bajillion. The Yankees and Dodgers are the Manchester City of the MLB. If you don't watch soccer, Manchester City got taken over by like a Saudi Arabian oil
Bro.
company.
They got Holland, and it's just like what's the rest of us supposed to do?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do when they have the most incredible
Bro,
team?
our guy underwent sanctions.
Uh-huh.
Our guy got
Oh yeah, you're a Chelsea
sanctions.
fan. I forgot about that. No, yeah, it's like
Come on.
Manchester City has billions of dollars they can just throw around to buy literally anyone they want, and then you have all the other teams like, huh?
Aston Villa
What
is
are you
trying to
supposed
spend,
to do?
trying to throw together $20 to get
Yeah.
a sandwich at their game.
Yeah, it's like I agree with that for the MLB. I don't want to see the MLB become a league where the two teams with the most money buy literally every good player and everyone else is just left in the dust. Because
I
frankly,
agree.
if the Dodgers and Yankees were in the World Series every year, I might actually consider not watching baseball because I feel like I would just want to cry.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Also, talking about soccer, Real Madrid is the best.
Oh gosh. Oh no, that was bad.
Real Madrid. What about fake Madrid, Justin?
I don't like soccer at all. I just like Real Madrid because that's where Luca played before he joined the Mavs.
You mean Real Madrid?
Real Madrid, is that how you pronounce it?
Real Madrid.
Real
Hey,
Madrid. All I know is Real Madrid is the best team.
I like
Because Luca played there.
Exactly. He
The
played for the
biggest
basketball
Maverick.
team, but yeah, that's
Most
why I
normal
like him.
Maverick stan.
real
So-
real.
Real Madrid.
But-
Tommy, do you want to pool our money and get Justin a Real Madrid jersey for his birthday now? Or even those?
Yeah, who are we gonna get? Like what we're gonna get? No,
Get him
we should give him like a
Benzema.
Vinny.
Benzema's
Give him a Vinny jersey.
Who's Vinny? Would I like him?
I don't know. Would you?
I don't like soccer, so
So I think that the salary cap and salary floor are good, but I don't think that's what's going to help grow the game. I think it's important, but I don't think it's important for the topic, for the concern
Yeah.
of this episode.
Yeah, please
Really?
stay on topic. Justin.
all I know is that if they did that, I would like baseball a whole lot more.
But I don't think the more casual fan, but the casual fan doesn't really care about this. Just care about the star power
Well-
hitting bombs. They don't really care about who's hitting the ball. Like
So bring back
I'm
the
not
juice
a casual
baseballs. Rob
fan, and I
Manfred,
don't
bring back
think I'm not a casual fan, and I don't think as a casual fan. So when I was making notes, that was something I want to see, and something I think could help and grow the game.
Okay, if for casual fans, you know what they need to do? Bring back the juice baseballs. Those were fun.
agreed.
I like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to little juiced baseballs.
What if they made it like an advertised thing where it's like Juice Baseball Weekend and they intentionally like
That would
market
be
it?
cool for like Players Weekend and stuff. You bring back the juice baseballs. Bring back Players Weekend too. I don't know why they got rid of
Yes,
it. It was awesome. I love
Players
it,
Weekend.
but not the 2019 jerseys. Bring back the 17 and 18 jerseys. All
I'm
the fun
going blank.
colors.
What's
Oh,
the?
I'll just make new jerseys.
Or make new
I'm drawing.
jerseys.
I'm drawing a blank. What can
Players
someone
Weekend. It was in
elaborate?
August. It was right before the Little League World Series, and they'd have two teams playing the Little League Classic, and then all the teams would wear like the here. I'll bring up the jerseys, but they'd wear all the
Yeah.
fun jerseys, and all the games would be
They get to pick what's on the back of their names.
Yeah,
Like
it's
Kyle
like-
Siegel had Tori's brother on it.
yeah, like
Oh, and the not Justin Shane Bieber jersey.
Yeah.
I remember that.
yeah, and like the how D Gordon. Wait, can you put screen sharing back on real quick?
Here, I'm pulling up
Okay,
Players Classic MLB.
Players Weekend. It was
Tommy's pulling it up, not you.
Altuve's jersey said two on it, which I really liked. I thought that was funny.
Oh, his nickname. So funny, so special.
That's what everyone calls him. Justin, you sound bitter.
He is
Well, like
bitter.
you
don't
saying
worry.
you saying you love that it was one of the more basic ones. Like it was good, but like Tori's brother are not just like those are iconic. Two, like it was good, but it was a little basic, and that's okay.
Mookie. I love this one. This one's kind of funny.
I actually didn't like those. I didn't like the black and white jerseys. I was more.
I
of a-
don't. Are you talking about these then?
Yeah, those are the ones I really liked.
Yachty is
Yeah.
nice. All Rise. I like that. Cody Love,
Right.
Tuve,
Freddie
KB.
was bad. Like KB,
Mookie,
same boat as
Thor.
Tuve. Like it's good, but it's a little dull.
Kutch, Goldie, Buster, who's Mr. Smile?
Lindor.
And
I didn't know that. So,
In years after that, he did little smiley faces by it too.
Mr. Miami, Yo-Yo, Pocky to Fro, Nato.
see, like Nato, like all of our favorite players, like they were good. It was their nickname, but it was a little bland, and that's
Mhm.
okay.
Uh-huh. Because
They
it was
can't
still
all-
really cool.
They can't all be iconic, but you're right. It was really cool.
Yeah, and I think they absolutely need to bring that back because they still have the Little League
Yes.
Classic. It was like Cleveland and the Angels last year, and I remember it because my boy, Houston Astros legend Jack Mayfield, he had his bat was like custom for the game, and it was made like it looked like a Crayola crayon called Foul Pole Yellow, which I thought was cool. But no, absolutely, I want them to bring back Players Weekend.
I agree.
And they all had like special like patches on the shoulders where they would write like one of their mentors, like people who got them into baseball, which I think would be really cool because I mean, even for like the casual fans watching, it shows them like, hey, like
You know?
like especially for kids, it's like, hey, they were a kid like me, so one time, you know.
Trevor, I'm a pick what you said. I think to end the episode, we should say the player that got us into baseball. How they had it written down. I think I like that, and I'm gonna take it. So let's all go around and say who got us into baseball.
We're ending the
and
episode
as we
right
close
now.
out.
We're ending the episode here. What?
What? It feels like
Me-
we've been recording for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I've read all my notes. You guys haven't like added anything in. Like you've just been going off of the notes. What else is there to talk about? Like that's how you grow the game.
I don't know. I was also thinking one thing I really liked, obviously from last year, because I was just talking about Little League Classic, and I love the Field of Dreams. I wish they would do some more games kind of like that, where they'd go to other places, like special one-off games. I've always loved like they I don't know. I always think that's really cool. Researching like special one-off stadiums for sporting events, like for college basketball this year, they're playing a game at AmFam Field, should be Miller Park. And they're actually playing a game on an aircraft carrier, which will be kind of cool for college basketball. And I don't know. I always think games like that where they're like in like special locations are cool. And I wish the MLB would expand and do a lot more of those in a lot of different places.
Yeah, and even if it isn't that, but go to like expand to the game to foreign countries.
Yeah.
Go back to London.
Yeah,
They are.
I think
They are.
They're going back to London. Are they going to Mexico this year?
Yeah, I think they are. But they only stopped that because of COVID.
Yeah, they just didn't do it because of
But
COVID.
keep it going and expand the program is my
That
point.
was
Yes, they
such a
are.
fun
They're
series.
expanding
The
it.
London series.
going
was
to
so much
London.
fun 'cause they were playing in a shoebox.
They're going to London. They're going to Mexico. Like they're expanding it. They're already doing that.
Yeah, I'm happy they're doing that. I wish they'd go back to Japan too.
I think they'll go to Japan
Aren't
at
they
some
going to-
point, and it will
aren't they going
probably be
to
the
Europe
Angels
next?
who go.
Aren't they going to Europe at some point soon too? Like I thought they were going to like France.
I think that's in a. I don't think that's this year. I think that's in a few years.
Here, let me look. I got you.
Because I know maybe I'm thinking the NHL because I know the NHL is doing a bunch of stuff. Also, NHL Avs up 1-0. That's Tommy's team, and
We'll
Justin's
know
bandwagoning
we'll know
them.
the result of game 2 by the time this goes out, but I won't get to watch it. So that's that
Oh
kind
no,
of sucks.
when is
but
it? Oh, is it tomorrow?
It's
Yeah.
tomorrow. If
They
you-
took a
Yeah.
day off because of a Chris Stapleton concert in
well,
Denver.
Chris
and it
Stapleton
just
is elite.
Chris Stapleton is good, but he's not
Chris
playoff
Stable is
hockey
not
good.
more important than a game of the NHL Finals.
Also, for everyone wondering why he's not going to get to watch it, the Mariners and Angels are playing a doubleheader tomorrow, and we are going to go to both games, and we're going to be at the park for about 12 hours.
Oh, excited.
And I
Gonna
will
be-
watch Formula One qualifying during the first game of the doubleheader.
That
I'm gonna be comatose on Sunday. I got work, and then I'm just gonna be comatose
work?
all afternoon.
That's awkward. I don't work again until Tuesday.
oh, you haven't been getting scheduled. You've been complaining about it.
Don't say that. I need you to edit that part out.
I guarantee your boss doesn't watch this.
I mentioned it.
Oh,
Yikes.
you won't complain. You just say I misspoke. You won't complain. You're just saying you haven't been scheduled,
I
and
was making an observation that I haven't.
yeah, you made an observation. Sorry, I misspoke. Brain fart. My bad.
Common and expected Justin bag fumble.
Common Astros fan L.
Astros fans take W's. Common Astros.
Not
fans
when they
did this
cheat.
about 8 years
Not
ago,
when
and
they
it's
cheat.
sad.
Not when they cheat.
Everyone's saying Steph Curry is like the greatest player of all time now.
People are idiots.
That's
Steph
really
Curry's
annoying.
good. He's top
He's-
10, but
He's
he's
top
yeah.
10, but he's not
he's
top 5.
Yeah. He's like 7.
I know this isn't a
That's
basketball podcast,
exactly
but we
where
could
I
check.
rated him today. I was rating the top 10 players with someone at school who's a
MJ,
Warriors fan. And
LeBron.
I ranked him at 7. That's
Alpin
MJ,
insane.
LeBron, Bill Russell. Bill Russell is 3 for me.
Alprin Sengun, Kevin Porter Jr.,
Kick him off, 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 kick him off.
Not Luca.
What about Christian Wood?
Christian Wood has been removed from GOAT status, sadly.
You
Boban.
mean
Boban.
added to GOAT status?
Boban. We have Boban now.
We have
Good.
so good for you. He averaged about 2 minutes.
but
I'm gonna
it's
really
like-
miss those
it's
2
all good.
minutes.
Yeah, those are 2 minutes you're never gonna get back.
I'm really gonna miss
That's what
Boban.
Justin actually says to every woman he meets.
Okay. We're ending the episode now. So Tommy, who's a player who got you into baseball?
For me, I was thinking about this, and I think there's 2 names that I got to list off. One was Todd Helton, first baseman for the Colorado Rockies, and the other was Felix Hernandez.
Hey, Trevor,
Justin, you can go ahead.
I want you to go.
I want you to go, Justin. I'm being kind
Justin, go.
Rock, paper, scissors, Trevor.
On shoot.
On shoot.
Okay.
Rock,
Hold
paper,
on,
scissors,
let me
shoot.
put my hat.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I need to keep it.
Of course, of course.
Go again. Go again.
Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot. Rock,
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes. Oh,
Okay, I'll go. Soriano got me into baseball and like really opened the door, but then Chris Bryant made me truly fall in love with the game and really start actively watching. So I'm saying Soriano and KB.
true that, Tommy. Tommy just made an astute observation. Tommy just
Trevor,
made-
now you have to go.
Okay, so everyone's like, oh, this is obvious. It's Jose Altuve because I do love that little man. That's my boy. But actually, my first favorite player.
I left pinky toes taller than that guy.
Justin, how tall are you? Aren't you like 5'6", 5'7"?
Justin,
Well,
you're like
Tommy,
5'2".
have you ever heard of a joke?
Justin is literally
Ever.
the same height as Jose
Like-
Altuve, for those curious.
The Cubs are
And that's more of a
They're
dig
a
at
very good baseball
Altuve than it is
franchise.
me.
what?
I was talking to Tommy. That's more of a dig at Altuve than it is me.
That's a dig at you because Altuve is 5'6" and he's one of the best players in baseball, and you're 5'6" and you stopped playing baseball after you're 10.
I stopped playing when I was 14 and you stopped playing at 9.
I did not stop playing at 9. I didn't start playing until I was like 12.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't stop playing till you. Yeah, you don't love the game like I do. I
You love
have
the game.
played. I played since I was 3 until I was 15.
So you played post
Trevor,
Rat Navy
keep
era?
going. Trevor, you're being
no, my
Trevor,
We are not.
Trevor's being
My
interrupted.
first-
Finish your
Thank you.
segment. Finish your segment.
My very first favorite player was actually George Springer. I remember I kind of like the Astros. I really started liking them in like 2012. My grandma actually had like a couple of, I don't know how she got it. I don't know if it's my grandma or my aunt or whatever, but I got this shirt from when the Astros won the National League in 05. And from there I was like, oh, I like this team. This is the team I will choose to like. And that was in 2012 when they were the worst team in baseball. So good decisions from 12-year-old or from like 7-year-old Trevor. But then I was like, okay, I like the Astros, I guess. And I was shopping for school, like school clothes one day online with my mom. And they had like jerseys, like those little shirt jerseys. And there's an Astros one. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, can I buy it? And mom was like, yeah, sure. And I got it. It was a George Springer jersey. And so he was really my first favorite player. And then I really started watching the Astros in like 2015. Like that's when they were more consistently on TV. So I'd be able to watch them more. And that's when I really first started seeing like, Altuve and Correa. And I always, one of my other players I really loved was Carlos Gomez when he played for the Astros.
Yeah.
And then he
Valid.
fell on his butt and made an error in game 3 of the ALDS against Kansas City in 2015 when we were up like 2-0 in the series and we actually could have beat them.
Yeah.
They won the World Series. So that sucked.
I remember there's a
Sadly,
couple
you guys
guys.
did not win that series.
We did not win that series. They came back and beat us.
And
There's a
then went
bunch
on
of
to
different
win the
guys.
World Series.
They did. And then we did 2 years later.
Gerard Dyson, Alex Gordon. That was a good team.
Yeah.
It was a good
And
game.
in between the Royals
Lorenzo
and you guys
Cain.
winning, the Cubs won.
It took them 7 games and they still almost lost.
Yeah, but they still won.
Bro, Joe's funny. It's the most iconic moment from that game is not you guys winning that game.
That's just not true.
Homer.
It's the Rajay Davis homer.
That's just untrue. You realize that's just not
here we go
true.
again. Here we go again.
We're not getting into this. That's statement's false. Thank you all for watching. This was a fun episode.
Justin just can't deal with us, Trevor. It's okay.
Yeah, he really can't.
Guys,
Justin can't hang with the big dogs.
we're ending the episode. Thank you all for watching.
Justin's running from the grind right now.
Yeah, he
Thank
really
you all
is.
for watching. We'll see you all next week. Peace
Will we?
out.
Will we
Peace
do that,
out.
Justin?
Well,